everyone, this is episode 114 of Noodle Time. Welcome back. Here with me is back in the studio, OSG, the mouse tracker. How's it going, sir?
What up, man? Yeah, just chilling, man. Just chilling at home tonight. Relaxing, getting ready for a long weekend in Houston. This coming up. I got Friday night, gonna be at the Dash. Saturday, the watch party. Sunday, the final home game for Dose. So excited. We're talking about Dose previous game. We're talking about Dynamo tonight. We got some Dash news. So
A
a
lot
little
of
bit of
Dash news.
yeah, man. A little bit of an episode midweek to go with. So we got we
Yeah.
got some we got some content. So let's spit it out.
No, man. When we have to put out 2 episodes in 1 week, it's insane. Like this week in particular, a lot has happened. And also because we missed the review of the Dose game because it was too late. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Like it's been I'm pretty excited about this game that just came out, but we'll talk about that later. But we gotta talk about those now. 2-0 loss to Tacoma Defiance, the last thing I wanted, and it was a bad one. And it's I was watching the replay over and over, and it's just the fact that all the goals came in at the wrong time, and even before them, those were just playing really. They're having just a dull performance overall, and it was just disappointing because they needed a result here heading into decision day this week, and it's just bad.
I mean, it was Tacoma. Wasn't really optimistic going into this game. You're hopeful. You can see what you can do, but yeah, they underperformed. Didn't do well. Tacoma outplayed them 1-2 to nothing. Blah blah blah. Dose is in a situation now. They don't control their fate anymore. They're sitting in ninth place. Real Monarchs sitting in eighth place. They're 1 point behind Real Monarchs. Real Monarchs play at home against Ventura County, and of course we play at home against Vancouver. Both games are at 3 o'clock, so we'll be watching it side by side. I'll be in attendance at down at Dose, so we'll be keeping an eye on the phone to see what's going on in that game. It's a must win. I think it's a must win. 3 points. There is situations where you can get a tie and win in penalty kicks and still advance, but that's a lot of help and you don't need it. First off, Ventura County needs to beat Real Monarch first. You could still tie and beat them in penalty kicks and they only get a point and you still win. Blah blah blah. So whatever, but coming down to decision day, man, and they put themselves in this situation with the inconsistency this whole season. So here we go. What can we do? What can we do? Home game, though. Home game. So we're asking for the people to get their butts to the stadium at 3 o'clock on Sunday. Tickets are free, man. Tickets are free. Get your
Yeah.
butt there. Got nothing else to do. I know you're gonna watch the Texans, but still.
No, man, like it's so the loss against Tacoma was the worst case scenario because you mentioned that we need outside results, and we need a lot of them because, of course, Rob Monarchs are above us right now by 1 point, and they will have to lose their game. I believe they're playing Ventura County, and we have to win this game no matter
As I
what.
say, you believe I just told you who they play and when they play and
No,
what time they
yeah,
play and where they play.
no, but
Golly, nah.
I was getting with all the teams because it's not just Real Monarchs. It's also Austin FC2 and Sporting KC2,
Yeah,
and
but we
we're
don't.
just
If
battling.
we win, we don't have to worry about those guys below us. That's why I didn't. That's why
Yeah,
they're not a factor yet. If you win, you just got to win, and Real Monarchs can lose or whatever. That's there's other scenarios. Like I said, there's other
yeah.
scenarios, but
It's
you don't want
messy.
to. Yeah, you don't want to go into it. So it's a must win. You're at home. You need to win. You got to get 3 points. Vancouver is whatever. They're in seventh. They're in though. They're in. So maybe they can take
Yes.
it easy and play some academy kids to relax and rest their other opportunity. Real Monarch, Ventura County's in, so they may do the same thing at Real Monarch. So, yeah, man, I don't know. All I'm worried about is Real Monarch right now and us. We must win, and you really need prefer that they lose. So, I mean, yeah, they need to lose. I don't know what the situation would be if they got the 2 point with the shootout and then we won. How that would work out? I don't know. Can't guess. I'm not going to guess because I don't know the tiebreaker without looking.
I think the first one is wins, but either way, and not a lot of people know this, but Ricardo Clark is actually coaching Vancouver Whitecaps too, so we could ask him a favor. So we'll see.
Let's go. What he got demoted,
Yeah,
man? He was on the bench for Vancouver. Now he's on Vancouver too. Nah,
yeah,
if he's the head coach, it's fine. Well, that's crazy because if it's wins, then we would go because we both have 9 wins right now. So if Dose wins and Monarchs tied and got that 2 points, and then we would go because we've had 10 wins and they have 9 wins, and still have the same amount of points. So boom, all right, let's go. Just get the friggin' win though. Just get the win. Just get 3 points and not
yeah,
worry about it, man. And then hopefully Achara can get a hat trick and just go off for Ventura County and just
yeah,
do us a favor, bro. I supported you, bro. I supported you. Remember that.
yeah. Best player on the team, man.
Yeah, but man, again, I just want people who y'all are listening. Hey, you might see a couple of posts, or you might see a couple of videos coming out in the next couple of days, Friday and Saturday morning, or whatever. Even if you're not going to the game, just retweet it and just get it out there, market it,
Yeah,
and maybe someone's going to see it that didn't realize. Oh shoot, I want to go to that game. Man, go to the game, market it, get people, just let people know about it, and it just hey, get people to the stadium. 3 o'clock. It's going to be warm, whatever. Who cares, man? Who cares? It's 2 hours. There's concessions. They sell water. They sell food. They sell drinks. You're good. It's not that bad. It's shaded. You'll be over the top. It'll be close proximity. You might see some first team players. You might see Pat. You might see Asher. You might even see Ben. Who knows? I doubt you'll see Ben because he's going to be in St. Louis, but you'll see somebody. It's going to be fun. It's a home game, last home game, so dare y'all, double dog dare y'all to get your ass to that friggin' stadium
yeah.
and root on the boys.
Bossy's always there. Bossy's
Yeah,
always there, and some of the players are too. So, like OSG just said, it's a good experience, especially it's free. I think the only thing you have to pay for is the parking. But if you get there early enough, you don't have to pay for it. So that's our
I,
treat to you.
I didn't mention that part. I was gonna let them figure that out, so they don't need any reason to not go. So,
Yeah,
marketing, brother.
yeah.
Leave out the underlining discrepancies.
No, yeah, that was those, man. We gotta get to the big news of the week because it's been a messy season for the Dash, and we've been asking all over the place where Fran Alonso was for the past 3 months, and it's finally over. The saga's over. Fran Alonso's out of the team, and
Yep.
it's about time.
No,
We
and it's
still don't
good
know the
news, and
reason.
it's
Yeah,
and they declared it as a mutual agreement, and, I'm pretty sure that's the best way to do it legality wise, because obviously he's still under contract till the end of the season, and whatever it was we were talking about in the last episode, the reasons why. So maybe they were listening and just they said, all right, well, let's just go ahead and tell them that they're right. Uh, Mutual agreement means both sides agree to, hey, let's just terminate, and there is no legality behind it by those wordings. So, which makes it simple and easy. I understand I can't perform. Hey, you can't perform. We need to move on. Boom. Yeah, duh. All right. So canceled. Thank God. Finally, we this is a couple of games before the end of the season. Ricky Clark says nothing changes going forward. He's still doing what he's been doing. And I agree with him. Nothing changes. He doesn't have the job. He is doing the job. He is
yeah,
doing. It's part of his resume now. So if he's done enough this season and what he's got left for the rest of the season to get an opportunity to apply for the job, not apply, but interview for the job, which I doubt seriously. Uh, he's just doing what he can to get wins and keep this team happy and performing. And I think he's doing a good job right now, even though his record will say otherwise. But the girls are competitive and they're having fun. The locker room is happy. The ones that don't want to be here are gone, and the ones that want to be here are still here. And we'll see what happens in this off season. And but it was a good timing. I'm glad they did it because, like you said, like Ricky said, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the coaching staff. It just makes something clear. Fran Alonso's gone. We can now move on.
And I absolutely agree. And whenever we've been talking about the final situation, I've tried to make it as clear as possible that Ricky Clark is doing his best, and of course he was put into this situation for half the season, you could say, and we've known that he's been like working with the players as much as possible, and that the players I wanted to say here are still playing with us, and even resigned for the next few years. Um, but like it's still disappointing that this is our another swing and a miss in the coaching situation because we've been this is our third full time coach since 2018 and even the sixth coach like overall since 2018, and it just highlights the how this organization has been unstable when it comes to managing the dash. Granted, that time a good chunk of that time it was mostly just the previous ownership before Ted Segal came in, but it's already been about 4 years since he came over, and the Dash are still having issues just establishing a foundation, just being consistent over time. And of course, it's not just the fault of the head coach, but also the general manager and all that, that we're in this situation still. But it's just disappointing. And it just makes us like think for the future now. We have to make sure the GM hire is perfect because we can't keep doing mistakes over and over again. We have to establish consistency. We have to bring a head coach that is working together with the GM and the technical director, just to make sure that the project is actually going, kind of like what the Dynamo are doing right now. And it sucks 100% for fans. Like it's we've been going this forever since we won the Challenge Cup. We thought it was gonna be okay now, but it's just messy.
Well, let's go through the list of coaches. Clarkson did whatever Clarkson did, and lost the team. Uttermost came in and was a intern coach or whatever, and I think we kind of maybe we didn't know from day one, but it was pretty clear. It was pretty clear after the fact that he was only here temporarily and didn't want it to be here, and Gotham was the next thing that was going to happen for him. So there's nothing we could have done to keep him, even though he is a great coach, whatever. And Sarah Loudon, I think she saw the universe, what the universe was going to do to her, and she took a road trip out and get out to Portland to be an assistant coach because
No,
look where she'd be again. This would be her. This if she was still here, this would be her third time being an interim coach for the Houston Dash. Granted, and she's been probably the best coaches we've had in this entire time. You get Sam Lady. Sam Lady was at first thought was to be a good hire, a good coach. Uh, Showed to not be. But tactically could not coach a snail out of its shell, even a turtle out of its shell, and that's just a daily requirement. But and a lot of people will say, "Hey, it's the players. They weren't given the players." But man, you can these coaches could have done better. Could have done better. It makes me wonder why it was Sarah Loudon the coach that could have been the coach. That could have been turned this team around and been that coach that it turned into something because she was training for it. She's preparing for it. She's motivated for it. She was here. She's here for it. She was here forever for it. So I go back to Sarah Loudon, but interesting going back to like what you said. Now we're going to have to hit this on the friggin' nail. The GM and then the head coach next. The GM's going to have to be established. The head coach is going to have to be established. I don't know, man. This is going to be tough. Jessica has got the work cut out for her, and I hope Ted is breathing down her throat and saying, you better knock this out the park or you're done, and you won't even start next season. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. I'm very curious. I'm interested, but I'm good with the reset, even though we've been resetting for 3 years now.
Uh, it's the reset is the only solution, man. Where like, look,
Yeah,
it's just that every single year we bring in this mix and match of players. I'm not saying most of them were bad. It's just that they were not fitting together. And this is a perfect opportunity because we don't have a GM, we don't have a head coach, we have a lot of players that are going to be out of contract by the end of the season, and there's still going to be a lot of choices to make. And if you want to take the youth approach, bring in some exciting players, like the almost entire NWSL is doing right now, because you can just see it like this team is just missing that injection of energy, and it's just something I've been wanting to see for the Dash for a long time. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that just based on the announcement that the Dash posted, it looks like they're going to be announcing a GM soon. So it might be decided by now, but we never know with the Dash, honestly.
I don't know. Is it going to be the consultant? Is it somebody just working? They've been working on in the behind the scenes, and we'll be surprised. We haven't heard nothing on our side. We just know the guy that used to be Orlando Brides or Orlando Cities, whichever one it was, is a consultant
Eric,
and been
yeah, Eric Gilstruck, yeah.
yeah, and been helping with the team and making besides with the technical advisor. So I'm very curious. I hope it's a man. The resume better be good, man. The resume better be good. We can't sit here no more. We cannot sit here no more. One playoff appearance, 0-1 in the
Ever.
playoffs. Yeah, ever ridiculous. Sitting in last, could probably finish in last. Luckily, you play. You got a couple games where you can win here at the end of the season, or at least you think you can win. Let's just not finish in last, man. And I don't know what's Rachel Daly doing. Can she come back? Shit, I don't know.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, man. We can still clinch playoffs if we win out.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yeah, the parody in the NWSL. And it's good. It's a great league. It's a great league. There's great talent. There's great, and these games are fun to watch too. I watch a few games and they're fun to watch. So you're not watch some games, man, on the side. And some of these are good ones, like this weekend. Undefeated Orlando Pride play Washington. Washington's a good team and could upset them in Orlando. I don't know if I want to see Orlando go undefeated for the whole season or not. Or do they lose in the final? I don't know. You know, uh, man, that's crazy. But let's go Dash. Let's figure it out. Let's see. They're not afraid to go out and sign players and look for players and bring players in. Obviously, they've been doing that and they expanded their realm as well. So we just need to tie those knots, man, and and quit letting those threads break and put everything together. The GM, the coach, that hit on target. Somebody that's going to be here for a while and starts off on a good foot and doesn't friggin' sink it into the cement, man. Because you're going to be at the bottom of the lake pretty quick.
So, yeah, and the next game is a home game on Friday night, and
Yep,
that's gonna be
yep.
against the Red Stars for the 100th time this year. At least that's how I feel like. But yeah, go out there, go to the Dash game, go to the Dose game after that on Sunday, and you just gotta support them. Support the ladies, man. Support the players that are still sweating for the jersey, representing the badge, man. They're doing all they can.
Yeah, man. Say hello to Shay Groom, hook 'em horns. I know you're an Aggie girl, but like he said, dash at home on Friday night, 7:30. Go to the friggin' stadium and root the girls on, man. It's not the last game of the season, so you still have two games left to go see. Saturday, the watch party for Dynamo in St. Louis. Dynamo at St. Louis is at the Phoenix on Westheimer. And then, of course, like we've been saying, man, Dose on Sunday, 3 o'clock at SaberCat Stadium. Decision day. A most important most important decision day. So again, I beg you, get your ass to the stadium. Free tickets, free tickets. Get to your ass to the stadium, man. If you get there early enough because somebody hinted that there's something else about parking, I'll pick you up around the corner.
Yep. Yeah, just get OSG. It's gonna drive you to the stadium.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come early though. Come early, be loud,
Yep.
stay late. Come early, be loud, stay late, and then I'm gonna drive home after that.
Yeah. No, man. We just gotta close it out with the Dynamo because we just came out of watching that game here on Wednesday night, and 2-1 win over New England Revolution. That was the worst win of the season, if
Yeah,
you could call it. If you could call it that.
the
But
first
I
half,
mean,
the
3 points.
first half.
I love. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first half, as you could say, a good chunk of the second half, but still, for me, this win could have gone in a different direction compared to what I've seen earlier, and it's. I was like, I was like, I wanted to hit something because of how angry I was in the first half because it's like this team could do so much more, but we always just fall flat in the most important opportunities, and we just let the opponent, just run us over.
Yeah, I mean tonight that was one of those that you play down to your opponent. New England hasn't scored in the last three away games, so you're like they're not a threat. They don't play well on the road at all. They're 4-10 on the road, no ties, 4 wins and 10 losses on the road. So you're like, all right, I'm confident I can win this game, especially the way we play. We should be able to score or find a way to score at least. I'll make a mistake. That's how bad they are, blah, blah, blah. And then Jesus, I guess they press us and we can't even get out of the press because I
Yep.
think the boys were lacking that 100% energy. They were coming in with like 70% energy, 70% uh, being on their toes and being on guard and ready to go. And, and it's, you can say Ache's that missing piece or whatever, and Coco's getting settled in, but this was like a team effort that it was just something was just missing, and they weren't hitting all cylinders. Which with the final score and hindsight, I'm glad they weren't hitting all cylinders, and you still got the win because. And that means that you're going to get your energy boost on Saturday, on the road in St. Louis. So, that's just like you said, you were just hitting things and beating things, and you're just frustrated and the stress and the blood's flowing. And you're like, come on, guys, what are y'all doing, man?
Yep.
Struggle of a game, but that first half for sure. That first half for sure is scary. But Steve,
Yeah, that's probably one of Steve's best games of the year, and I can definitely say for sure that he won us this game this time
mm-hmm.
because he went all out. Like defensively, we missed so many times, especially in the first half, and Steve was just insane, especially the first big save he made because he was at a
Oh
point
yeah,
blank range and he made
yeah,
it still so big that he was able to block the ball like in a split second because that was gonna go in the goal like for New England, and he just came on big.
for sure. You did what you're supposed to do as a keeper, and that's all you do is get big, especially in a situation you can't react. You and then maybe you can react.
Yeah,
Steve's a keeper, and he's a keeper for a reason. That's why he's still a friggin' keeper in the MLS. And so, these last two games, the way he's performing, like Dan questions me. He's like, maybe he's got more. Maybe he can play another season, man. I don't know. So, great job. But like you said, yeah, he's probably the reason we won this game. MLS will say something different because we had two bangers in the
yeah,
end, but. So I'm with you though, man. Too bad it was too bad there was a penalty kick and not a clean sheet, or I think Clark could clinch it. You're like, hey, Clark gets that clean sheet, he saved the game, man. But yeah, whatever.
he
I'm
gets
with
the
it.
right direction too for the penalty, and
Yeah,
for the
perfect
penalty
penalty.
call itself. The penalty call itself, I wasn't so sure because like it kind of looked like Arthur pulling from the back, but I feel like that the other player was trying to sell the foul, but I'm not so sure.
See, well, he didn't pull; he pushed. So there's the first difference right there.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you saw that he pulled, then we both saw something different automatically. So now it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
But the ref was right there in that line of sight. He, I think it was soft. It was definitely soft, and like you said, the players sold it more. They got the damn penalty. Luckily, it didn't hurt us in the end, but it, put us in that situation again. So Steve, guessed right, like you said, but hey, perfect penalty. Hey, like we say, take the
Yeah.
penalties, man. Don't bullshit. Just take the penalty. Took the penalty, far left corner, up at the top. You can't do nothing about it. Boom, bang. You guess right all friggin' day, but you're not stopping that ball no matter what you do.
But yeah, and the one thing that New England was doing right the whole time, it was just the fact that they just wanted the ball more. And Carlos Hill was just a menace the whole night against Houston. He was just like he's just able to find all the right channels and find all the openings and set up the counters. And it was just a mess to defend against. And like he got pretty close a couple of times. And thankfully,
Is he a free
we've
agent?
been improving defensively. What?
Is he a free agent?
I hope so next time. Yeah, because we need that type of player, man. We need that type of player here because I'm definitely okay with that.
Yeah, for real. Something in the middle right there, Boom. And speaking of that type of player, and man, the halftime sub, Ponce for Bossy. Bossy, the first sub of the night at halftime. We knew we were 45 minutes with Ponce, so knew we were going to get him, was expecting a Liu to come out or whatever, but then he pulls Bossy out. And I'm like, whoa, stubborn Ben, didn't sub Bossy out. Surprise. And left Sabah in. Usually he goes with Sabah first. So this is probably one of those Wednesday situations where, Bossy, come on,
Yeah.
just chill. You game on Saturday. But that was that caught my eye when that sub was made.
No, yeah, and Junior Moreno, I thought it was gonna be coming in for Coco, but I guess he has like he's a Ben's bestie status like up high over here, and there's no way he's gonna come out unless Ben thinks
No.
so. Um, and yeah, because I felt like he was gonna come out. I guess the sub for I think it was
Blessing.
yeah it
Was
was
it
Blessing. Yeah.
Ali
No, because
came
I thought
out,
Blessing
Blessing came out?
yeah because I thought Blessing was gonna stay like for the almost a good chunk of the game, but yeah, Junior Moreno like he didn't appear in the game. I feel like he's probably needing more time, but yeah, he didn't do much so much substantially.
Nah, he just played 12 minutes. He didn't make a mistake. He didn't do nothing to stand out. We'll
Yeah,
see how it goes. He's one of Ben's guys who fits Ben's system. Ben knows the guy. Clearly knows the guy. He played for Ben for 4 seasons back at DC before going to Cincinnati. So Ben knows Junior Marino, and Marino's 31. Granted, hadn't played since May or March or whatever from Saudi, but Ben says, "Hey, can you play soccer? Are you fit? You know what you already know what I coach. Here we go. You fit in." And he's I guess he's done it. He's doing it. So he's obviously a sub. He's not coming in to start, do nothing. He's just coming in to play a role. And the dude wants to play soccer, and I'm not going to cry about it. I'll just as long as Ben uses him right, and we don't question what his role is. We
yeah.
understand what his role is.
No man, this win we definitely needed that. We are now top five in the Western Conference, which heading into the weekend is going to be massive since we also need the result in St. Louis with the last two games of the year, well, of the regular season. Um, and yeah, if we get the win in St. Louis, they're gonna extend the record and just be amazing. And I can't remember the points record for the Dynamo, but because if I look it up, I feel like we're gonna be pretty close. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either, but yeah, I'm not worried about a points record. I'm worried about a top five, and like you said, we still got games going on, so
Yeah,
let's see what's going on. Colorado's losing the Galaxy, so that's going to help us stay in fifth place because that's why we're in fifth right now. Is Colorado's losing the Galaxy? Salt Lake can do us a favor and finish with that tie against Minnesota, or Minnesota can beat Salt Lake. I think that might help us even too. LAFC, St. Louis going on, Portland, Austin. San Jose's beating Dallas, Vancouver, Seattle. Seattle's beating Vancouver 1-0. Jesus Christ. So yeah. So we'll probably be sitting 5, maybe 6 when we wake up in the morning after the rest of after this night's game. The schedule finishes, so we'll see where we're at, and we'll see where we're at this weekend. And but definitely go on the road and just St. Louis, man. We're the best team on the road in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
If you look at the standings,
insanity.
yeah, no kidding, man. And
So
at
crazy to
home,
say that, man. It's so
yeah,
crazy.
and at home we're 11th, bro. If you played all your games at home this season, we would not make the playoffs. That's say that right there. It's nuts, dude. Nuts. It's freaking
No,
nuts.
I just said it because of all these years of us just like a few years ago we didn't even get a single road win and just getting like 2 or 3 wins here and there and now this happens. It's just
Oh
like
yeah,
how is this possible?
it's crazy. Yeah, the turnaround. Some wizard made a wish, or somebody made a wish to a wizard. But so a couple games left and in the playoffs. So hopefully they can just figure out how to play both games at home and both games at away. They're obviously a tough team and can make a difference in the playoffs. So the MLS experts are taking notice and actually talking about the Dynamo now instead of making fun of the Dynamo. So uh, I'm not worried about the fans. The fans they'll show up. Those bandwagoners they'll show up when they believe in what they see and can get out to the stadium. But otherwise, the ones that are passionate are the ones that are going already. So we'll just have to just keep doing our thing and see how far we can do it, man. I'm hoping whatever. Everybody's gonna be like, we're better on the road, so let's go 5. Let's get a 5 through 8 seed, and let's go on the road. And yeah, but that's road all the way to the finals, man. That's tough. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of like Astros didn't play well at home this season, and obviously didn't play at home at well at all during the playoffs here, losing both their games and getting eliminated. But I was kind of like, yeah, all right, cool. We won the division. We get a home series, so and you roll with it. I'd prefer to be at home. So let's see if we can get a home game and
100%,
fight.
man.
Yeah, and fight like we're supposed to.
Yeah, dream, scream, belief, man. Just like the old
There
days.
you go. There you go. Dorsey.
Yeah, guys, as always, we do appreciate support, and I hope you enjoyed this week of 2 full episodes, man. This one might not be as long, but you're gonna thank us later because the next one is gonna be packed after we go through all the 3 games that go on this weekend, and it's gonna be massive. So, as always, guys, make sure to keep up with our content on our Coffee page and also on our YouTube channel. The Coffee page, that's ko-fi.com/dynamic foxtrot, and also on Goals TV. A good good site if you haven't checked it out to check other content creators in the soccer space. And also, and most importantly, if you're able to share it with everyone you know, all the Dynamo fans, all the Frisco fans, all the Austin fans, everyone really, it means a lot to us. So, but yeah, guys, as always, we do appreciate the support, like all the time.
Yeah, y'all know what's up. Follow us, talk to us, let us know. Hinchada, y'all are crazy. The agenda is off the freaking chain right now. But like I said, I'll see y'all, some of y'all at the Dash game on Friday. I hope to see some more of y'all. Saturday, the watch party at the Phoenix. I'll be there in attendance. I think I'll have Armando be there with me as well. So we'll see if we can interview some people and maybe even talk to Diesel. Not really talk to Diesel, but see what Diesel sign language works with right now. And then Sunday we'll obviously we're going to be at Dose and we're going to be there for some after some post game action and talking to some players. It could be their final game of this year. Period. Because definitely if they lose, they're eliminated. But
Yeah,
without the win, we'll have to see how it goes. So, you know, check us out this weekend. We got a lot of content coming. I'll be at Dynamo practice with Herman on Friday morning. So we're going to say hello to the team on Friday morning and uh, see what we can do and uh, see how Achi is running around. There's a chance that he's going to play in St. Louis. So, like I said, like he said. just follow us, talk to us, say hello, comment to us. We'll comment back. Even on TikTok too, man. OSG from Noodle Time on TikTok. But say hello and throw those H's.
Yeah, guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in and staying loyal.
H's up.